Hi, I'm Liz Schrum of the Wisconsin Technology Council, here with WisBusiness.com, the show, brought to you by Grant Thornton, Whitehurst Beck Dudek, and Madison Gas and Electric. On today's show, Tom Still, in his commentary, talks about the Wisconsin Technology Council's recommendations for stimulating the Wisconsin economy. And Greg Piefer, president of Phoenix Nuclear, talks with us about their developments in producing a radioactive isotope and why Wisconsin is the ideal place for their company to be. I'll be right back with the WisBusiness.com stock report for early August 2010.
Please hold. Your call is very important.
Does it seem like getting technical advice from business advisors can, well, take some time? At Grant Thornton, client access to partners has made them one of the largest accounting firms in the country. Grant Thornton.
And now, here's the WisBusiness.com stock report for early August 2010. Rising, Green Bay Packers. As training camp kicks off in Green Bay, Forbes magazine lists the venerable franchise as the 22nd most valuable sports team in the world, with revenue of $232 million and a total value of $1.02 billion. It also lauds the team's 70,000-strong season ticket waiting list as evidence of the most devoted market in the NFL. The team is also making plans for the future, spending millions of dollars to make more than 20 purchases of property near Lambeau Field, with an eye on developing an entertainment district around the stadium. Packers president Mark Murphy says the plans would bring more people and jobs to the Lambeau Field area. And falling, agriculture. The State Department of Agriculture reports that rain throughout the state has caused a spike in corn growth. But the summer is on pace to be one of the wettest on record, and farmers worry that excess water will affect other crops and leave soil unable to withstand farm machinery. Harvesting hay and small grains is already getting difficult, while the water is encouraging the growth of harmful bugs and fungi that can also damage crops. That's the WisBusiness.com stock report. Go to WisBusiness.com for more on these and other stories. Tom Still's Inside Wisconsin commentary is next.
Whitehurst Beck Dudek represents companies at all stages of development and in a wide range of industries to navigate the legal challenges of regional, national, and global growth. At WHD, every stage takes center stage.
Here's Tom Still with his Inside Wisconsin commentary.
Wisconsin is remaking its economy yet again, this time to compete in a world where the challenges to its prosperity are more likely to come from Shanghai or Mumbai than Chicago or Minneapolis. As the state enters an election year in which a new governor and legislature will be elected, the candidates for those public offices and more deserve to hear some of the best ideas available for, yet again, transforming Wisconsin's economy. That transformation is well underway in part because the markets wait for no one, and also because Wisconsin represents only a fraction of the national and world economies. It is also underway because some bold choices have been made. Those choices in recent years include building on the state's Research and Development Foundation, standing by investors who stand by homegrown companies, and working to awaken an entrepreneurial culture that was all but dormant. To prosper anew and protect its historic quality of life, Wisconsin must now nurture emerging industry sectors as well as the physical and educational infrastructure that will support them. The ideas offered in the Wisconsin Technology Council's 2010-2011 white papers are intended to set the table for a renewed public discussion about expanding the state's tech-based economy, improving access to investment capital for entrepreneurs, building a more educated workforce, creating a stronger business climate, and speeding technology from the lab to the marketplace are major themes in those reports. While constructive bipartisan steps have been taken in recent years, Wisconsin cannot rest on its laurels. People in other recession-battered states, such as Ohio, Michigan, and Indiana, also understand that economic forces are rapidly reshaping the world and that there may be no second chances for those who dawdle. If states are the laboratories of democracy, so are they citadels for economic innovation. Wisconsin has a history of providing such innovation. It is time to do so again.
Thanks, Tom. I'm back with Greg Piefer, president of Phoenix Nuclear. Thanks for joining us, Greg.
My pleasure.
Phoenix Nuclear has developed a new way to produce a radioactive isotope used in millions of medical tests in the United States and globally. Tell us why there's a growing and increasingly urgent market need for a new production system.
So yeah, essentially there's these materials called medical isotopes. They are radioactive light sources that doctors inject into patients and allow them to detect heart disease and cancers much earlier than if they had to wait for the symptoms to manifest themselves. Historically, these isotopes have all been produced in nuclear reactors outside the United States using highly enriched uranium. These nuclear reactors are now failing, and as such, millions, tens of millions of people every year are no longer getting the medical treatments they need. So we are coming along as a solution that doesn't use highly enriched uranium, that can meet this need domestically, making the U.S. independent of other countries.
How expensive is the Phoenix nuclear method for producing Moly-99 compared to the status quo? Also, is your system safer than existing technology?
Good, two questions. Moly-99, the material you mentioned, is the primary medical isotope used in nuclear imaging. It's used in 80% of medical procedures and actually is most commonly used in stress tests, so to detect heart disease and for cancer staging, so the two biggest killers of human beings. Our system is going to cost a lot less than a nuclear reactor. Nuclear reactors typically cost around $1 billion to build, 7 years to license at the quickest. And on the other hand, our system is going to require us to raise $50 to $65 million in private money to build. Is it safer? Yes. It's not a nuclear reactor. As such, it can't have the accidents that are associated with nuclear reactors. And beyond that, the amount of radioactive byproducts produced in our process is hundreds of times lower than the status quo for producing isotopes.
Your company is based in the Madison area, and you would like to produce the isotope somewhere in Wisconsin for distribution worldwide. What does Wisconsin have that your company likes?
Wisconsin has a number of things, actually. It has a fantastic workforce. The technical college system is amazing. The University of Wisconsin-Madison has incredible scientific resources. Beyond that, the state has been incredibly giving in terms of giving us incentives, tax credits, things like that, to encourage investment and actually to offset costs. The local utilities in the places where we might build a production plant have been extremely cooperative, and it's been a pleasure. The state resources have really helped us to try and make this thing go, which is a very complicated, kind of very expensive project. And so with the state's help, we've really been able to pull it together, and I don't think we could have done it as easily in any other state.
Thanks, Greg, and thank you for watching this edition of WisBusiness.com, The Show. The show is produced by WisBusiness.com and the Wisconsin Technology Council, and sponsored by Grant Thornton, White Hirschbeck Dudek, and MG&E. Visit our websites to read and learn more. I'm Liz Schrum. See you next time.